Hello again, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. Anybody new to the channel, I am Glaxos, or bioengineered or BBC VTuber, and today I want to introduce a really funny little engine that I decided to play with. I wouldn't say discover, but like nobody told me about this, and I'm like, that would be very funny to like try and make work. So I started to try and make it work. And as you can see, like blatantly, like right in your face, we're using the Metalmorph engine. Metalmorph engine, it basically includes Zoa, the Fiendish Beast, Metal Claw Dragon, and the Metalmorph cards, basically. The only thing is that we're not using the copycat card. That's the only card that we're not using. But yeah, basically I'm going to show what we're going to be doing with this. So first off, as you can see, this is basically any other combo that we can possibly think of. You can already kind of assume what we want to go for. And so yeah, first off, we just activate the Allure Queen, get rid of any card in our hand, no matter which one. Then we trigger the Allure Queen. So let's say we get this far and our opponent have like imperm or something. They imperm, stop the queen somehow, Ash Blossom, all that jazz. So we can't get our second level summon. However, this is where Zoa comes in. Zoa, let me read the effects. If your opponent controls a monster, you can normal summon this card without tributing, which is pretty nice. Even if you have a full board, you could still normal summon them just fine. It's the second effect that really matters. If this card is in your hand, you can special summon this card in defense position. Then, if Metalmorph is not in your graveyard, your opponent can special summon one monster from their hand. It's not a perfect effect, but it's something. During your main phase, you can set one Metalmorph trap from your deck. So here we go. We activate those effects. We're going to special summon them to defense. Here you can get a max Metalmorph onto the field. And now we can go ahead and continue our combo. The nice thing about this is that we have some options later on. Yeah, we can use max Metalmorph at any point after we finished our combo. And as you can see, I'm also using the Chaos Hunter, and Chaos Hunter now has an evolution, believe it or not. All right. Activate the Zephyros. We basically know the combo from here. Activate Zephy. We're going to go ahead and grab Vada. Go into our Raiders Knight. Activate Raiders Knight. We send whichever one. Go into our Brave Strix. Wise Strix can search any of the rank ups. It doesn't matter which one you want. If they're allowing this one to exist, then chances are you'll probably be able to get away with this one. Activate the rank up. We're going to go into our Arsenal Falcon. Now, Arsenal Falcon can activate. And we're going to go ahead and bring out our Shamal. Special summon our Vada. Shamal then activates. Bringing out the Black Feather Whirlwind. Activate Vada's effect. Send whichever pair of cards you want to send. Now we activate Black Feather Whirlwind. We're going to bring back Vada. Shamal will then activate, adding back our Bora. All right. Now Bora, the Spirit, comes back. Synchro Summon. Go into Borea Storm. Borea Storm then activates. Here, we can do one of two things. There's some options that we can do at this point. if you want to have the full metal dragon on the field, then you can go ahead and like tribute. You can keep the Blackwing Dragon, or you can just go Dissipator and all that jazz. So, and now go on to Dissipator. Then we go into our Blackwing Assault Dragon. And then activate Dissipator. We're going to bring back our Berea Storm. And now we can go ahead, link into our Darkness Metal. Arsenal Falcon then activates, bring out the Ultimate Falcon. And then we can activate Darkness Metal. I was about to mess up. It's fine. We bring back our guy, and now we have Kali Yuga. We have Ultimate Falcon. If we want, we can also summon the Chaos Hunter during our opponent's turn if they special summon. We can go ahead, burn. And yeah, then there you go. If something happens to like one of our cards, we can use the Max Metalmorph in order to basically dodge, you know? Oh yeah, this is a move just a combo right there, using kind of like the Metalmorph cards to kind of bounce around with it. And now we can just go ahead and do those. Boop. They're doing a lot of things. Might as well just stop them. All right, there's Daddy Yuga. There we go. Oh, and they took a spot. I forgot that was a thing. Nope. Oh yeah, that was basically the engine right there. Anywho, as you just saw the combo, that's the basic idea. Let me show a different one. All right, here we are. I'm gonna show a different combo. This is kind of a funky hand, but I didn't really want to go through too many hands to kind of show off this combo. So, as you can see, the hand looks very bad. It looks very rough. However, we're gonna go ahead, activate Small World. We're gonna fix our hand a little bit by getting honestly, yeah, we can actually get rid of like Bada in order to get what we want. All right, activate. We're gonna go ahead and get rid of Bada. We're gonna add the Zoa to our hand, and now here we can activate Zoa's effect, summon him. If our opponent wanted to summon a monster, they could. We're gonna activate Zoa's effect, set the Max Metalmorph. And now we activate Red Eyes Metal Claw, send the trap away, bring out our Red Eyes Metal Claw. We're gonna add the Max Metalmorph back to our hand. You could set it if you want, but it doesn't really matter. And then yeah, we just go from there. If this was like another Blackwing card, we could actually use the Metalmorph to send the Metal Claws away. Like, if we had something else, that would be like so much better. And yeah, we just go through the whole combo again. And once again, we will have access to the Max Metalmorph. So that's basically the idea of the engine right there. Let me see if I can show off a different combo. Okay, let me show this one off. All right, so for this combo, this is going to be very interesting. So first off, we're going to go ahead and activate the incoming machine. we're gonna go ahead, add the Red Eyes Meltclaw Dragon. We're gonna set the max Metalmorph. We're gonna activate Metal Claws, send the max Metalmorph away, summon Metal Claws. Metal Claws activates, grab the max Metalmorph back to our hand. We're gonna set this, and because of Metal Claws, we can tribute him immediately to summon back the Red Eyes Black Full Metal Dragon. And now we already have an Omni Negate to protect our one card combo. So we activate this, and yeah, we just have a full combo with an Omni Negate already on the field. So that's what's really nice, and that was literally just one summon. A one summon Omni Negate, which very, very, very funny. So we're gonna go ahead and send the Zonda. The Zonda activates. Bring up Kunachi. Activate Kunachi's effect. Make him till 5. And even if they somehow stop or at least have enough to play through like the full metal, we'll still have like a full metal on the field that they have to deal with on their turn, which isn't the best thing, but like it's still pretty decent. And yeah, it's like having a full metal dragon and Omni Negate like on our field during our bonus turn is just really, really good. So, bring out Wise and Arsenal Pumpkin. Bring out Ultimate Falcon. Wise Strix then activates. Let's see. We can just bring out another Sidri. That way we can just bounce one of the Sidris to our hand, have follow-up. And there we go. Activate, and there we go. Kali Yuga with the protection of a black full metal dragon. Not too bad, not too bad. So yeah, just some things that you can do with this engine. I think there was like one other thing I wanted to show. Let me see if I can find it. All right. So here we have another kind of weird hand kind of thing, but I'm going to show it off because I just think it's interesting. Once again, this is kind of like the other replay where we can get our Red Eyes Full Metal Dragon, but prior to actually doing our full combo. So first off, activate Metal Zoa. We're going to set the trap onto the field. Now we can activate Red Eyes Metal, send the max Metalmorph away, bring out our Red Eyes Metal Dragon, add max Metalmorph back to our hand, set the max Metalmorph, activate max Metalmorph, bring out Tribute, and now we have an Omni Negate. And now we can just go on doing what we wanted to do in the first place. So we're going to add the Allure Palace. Activate Allure Palace. We're going to activate it. We're going to send the Simoon to the graveyard. We're going to add the Chaos Allure Queen. Activate it again. We're going to send it away. Add the Allure Queen. And once again, we activate it. We're going to send it away. Adding the last one. We can actually special summon it onto their field to just to prevent like imperms or whatever. We can do it just to kind of mess with them a little bit. And now we can activate Allure Dance, tribute the palace, and we special summon the 2 queens. And now, bring out Arsenal Falcon. And yeah, there you go. We just have like the whole combo go through like normal. So yeah, like I said, there's a lot of utility that you can use with the Metalmorph cards that this deck can offer. Alright, and this is currently the deck list that I'm testing at the moment. I actually modified it quite a bit every so often, mainly because I was feeling like some of the ratios weren't working, I'm still kind of playing around with the ratios, but I feel like this is a pretty decent ratio at the moment. So, when it comes to hand traps, it's basically what you feel is going to be very useful for a meta. I'm pretty sure some people are going to be running Wyatia, Troll Awkward, Pack Failure, whichever one. That's up to you. This is currently what I'm just using at the moment. If you want to modify it to suit your needs, that's up to you. Anyways, so going over to the deck list, I'm currently running 2 Droll Awkwards, 2 Maxi, Sharinga, Harmatan, 3 Badas, 1 Chinook, 2 Ghost Ogres, 3 Ash Blossoms, a Boar of the Sphere, Zephyros, Krista Krakodon, 1 Shamal, 3 Sidris, 2 Foilos, 1 Kunai, 3 Simoons, 1 Zonda, 1 Allure Queen level 7, Chaos Hunter, you can run her at 2 or 3, mainly because since Malice is like meta at the moment, you can run her. I actually realized that you can technically run Lancia in this deck because Lancia can bridge with the Allure Queen, and the Allure Queens can actually bridge into the Metalmorph cards. It's not a great like small world bridge, but it's something. Or if you want, you can also run the Effect Veiler in order to like be able to get into either Bada or Shamal over like the Ghost Ogres, whichever one works for you. That's something you can do if you don't want to use the Chaos Hunter. The primary reason why I'm running the Chaos Hunter is 2 reasons. 1, if I brick with either Zonda or Zephyros going second, and I have Chaos Hunter, I can get rid of them in my hand in order to summon the Chaos Hunter. And then that's a level 7 body that I can use to go into the primary, in order to go into the first Arsenal Falcon. And she's also a pretty decent small world bridge. Yeah, like you can use the Allure Queen, go into the Chaos Hunter, and then bridge into literally anything else. Same goes with almost any of the level 7 Metalmorph cards. If you're not going to be able to use them, you could just small world the Allure Queen to go into any of the Blackwings, or vice versa. You can do that in order to use the Metalmorph cards. There's a lot of bridge activity going on in here. But yeah, so gets rid of the problematic cards, and she can and since she's a fiend, you can use her to go into Metal Zoa. Like, let's say your opponent's about to get rid of her, you could just max Metalmorph, go into Metal Zoa. It's just something funny that you can do if the circumstance allows it. 2 Zoas, I was playing around with 3. I think 2 is just fine because, like, if you open up with 3, not really gonna do too much. The funny thing is, you can actually summon 2 in 1 turn if you just want to be funny with the Allure Palace, and just discard 1 card and then summon an Allure Queen onto your opponent's field. You can special summon the first Zoa, and then you can just normal summon the second Zoa. Because if your opponent controls a monster, you can just normal summon it for free. And then you have 2 level 7 monsters to go into Arsenal Falcon. So that is something you can do. 3 Allure Queens. I felt like the Allure Queens just we're able to work with the deck a lot better than having 3 Zoas, since Allure Queen can discard any card or any monster in the deck. Almost any monster. You have like 2 win attributes, and then the rest are light and dark, and you're pretty much set. Then I have 1 Metalmorph, Red Eyes Metal Claws. I was thinking 2 of him, but like in order to really justify running more of him, you would need to run more max Metalmorphs. And I feel like for an engine, it's not that like consistent, you know? Like if you have 2 of them, then one is dead and the other one is like you have to have the Metalmorph card in order to even make it viable. Just running 1 full metal dragon and 1 Metalova X, then Nibiru. Then we go into the spells, the rank up skip force, 2 small rules, 2 incoming machine. The nice thing about the incoming machine is that this is the first effect is not a once per turn. You can activate 2 of them in 1 turn. So you can, if you open up with 2 incoming machines, you basically have full combo if they successfully go through. And once again, you can actually start off with the Allure Queen, discard a card, and then if she stops, you can just activate incoming machine, summon the Zoa, put down the Metalmorph, and then you could just keep going from there. So that's one nice thing. So you can either run this at 1 or at 2 or 3, and it's pretty solid. You could just draw your entire engine, and it could really turn the tide sometimes. Allure Palace, this you could either run 1 or 2. I just think 1 is just fine for this situation. 2 Black Whirlwinds, 1 Black Feather Whirlwind, 3 Allure Dance, 1 Phantom Knights rank up, 2 Called by the Graves, 1 Crossout Designator, 2 Imperms, and 1 Max Metamorph. Then the extra deck doesn't really change between the Allure Queen and just adding the Metalmorph cards. And that's pretty okay because you basically have 2 boss monsters that are in the extra deck. And it's like the very few times where having a boss monster in the deck is just better because now you have more like possible end boards. It's basically kind of like having 17 extra deck monsters, kind of. It's not the same, but it's kind of like that. It feels like that at least. So 1 Boreas Storm, 1 Blackwing Dragon, 1 full Armor Master, 1 Blackwing Assault Dragon, Dispatter, Chaos Angel, Raider's Knight, Brave Strix, 2 Arsenal Falcons, 1 Kali Yuga, 1 Ultimate, 1 Wise Strix, 1 SP Low Knight, and 1 Darkness Metal. And yeah, that's the engine. Once again, if you made it this far, very much appreciate the watch. Leave a like, comment, subscribe. I want to hear what kind of changes you would make to the deck. What do you think of the deck? Like, I know it's not like a great engine, but it's still really funny. That's the main thing. If you want to like mix up like the Kali Yuga a little bit, the Metalmorph cards actually kind of function. Not only that, but I'm actually working on another version of my Blackwing Synchro deck using the Max Metalmorph cards, and I'm actually having fun with that. That's actually a lot of fun. But yeah, I'm still playing around with that. I kind of just worked on this because I feel like this one's a little bit stronger. The idea is kind of similar to like the Kashtira engine. The best thing about this, like apart from the Kashtira engine, is that the Zoa and the Metal Claws, they are special summons. So unlike the Kashtira cards where it requires you to have an empty field, the Metal cards, Metal Claws and Zoa, they don't care if you have cards on the field already. You can just special summon them as long as you meet you meet a metal clause requirement, and Zoa literally doesn't care. Like, you can summon it whenever you want, and that's the nice thing about it. If like you go through like your combo and you end with a nib, you can just summon Zoa and have Metal Zoa as like a defense if it comes down to it. But yeah, just tell me what you think. Very much appreciate any sort of comments. Let me know what kind of changes you would make, what your thoughts are, what kind of hand traps you would recommend. I would love to hear all of it. I'll be posting like the Blackwing Synchro deck probably a little bit later. I'll probably post like all my Synchro versions. But yeah, thanks for watching. Make sure to follow us on Twitch, Kick. If whenever I'm streaming, I'll be streaming usually either Sunday, Saturday, and then I try to stream throughout the week. If it comes to it, it'll happen. But yeah, thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you next time. All right, bye.